It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders. Rocket on quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Broncos on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
A man who was lost for the year in week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Nix. He stiff arms him. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 22 carries, 51 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to the ground with Robinson.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Ball start. Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Back to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Powering his way forward. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. They're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Nix. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Nix being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Nix. And this will be caught by Mooney. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun. Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Complete. It's Dotson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Robinson up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Daniels out left to Dotson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Dotson's somebody who can turn any catch into a big play. That's why Washington took him 16th overall in 2022, and that's what he showed in a strong rookie season. Expect a big jump for him in year 2.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to throw. Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Peyton, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, Daniels looking for Dotson. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Back to throw. Nix. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Byron Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Nix. The pressure gets to him again. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. On third down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Denver's offense now set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Nix. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10. Nix. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A final shot before break. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. From there, we're off to check out another game, and that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Addison, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. To throw on third down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. In motion right goes Sutton. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, you had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 2. Robinson toss play left side. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st down, Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Throwing after the interception. Nix. And he checks this one down to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Nix. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow, maybe nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's Drew Sanders who diagnosed that play and stopped him short of the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Nix. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st and 10, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Off the play fake, Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action. Daniels. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Looking to throw on second down. Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 71 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington,